don't like to have security come with me everywhere. I don't like those things. It makes me feel inhuman. It makes me feel weird, and I don't like it. I know people just try to take care of me, but I want to escape with my friends and run around and be free and like blah blah blah. But like you think about it differently when shit like that happens.
Why am I unhappy? Okay, Stephanie Gaga hybrid person. Why are you unhappy? Why is it that you want to quit music?
See, we're all looking for a little more happiness in our lives, and unfortunately we've all settled for a mirage or just a feeling, and happiness goes a little bit deeper than that. It's not just a momentary feeling. It's not a knockoff of joy. It's a real thing that God wants you to have. Now, what if I told you that Jesus made a list of things that you could do that would guarantee you happiness? That would be helpful, right? But I must warn you, it doesn't look like you think it looks. Now, this is a topic that Pastor Hein covered in detail in the beginning of the year. So if you want me to go into the different elements of everything that Jesus is talking about, let me know in the comment section. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus talks about what happy people do, how they behave, how they think. Now, the word that he uses is blessed. The Greek word is, I'm probably gonna botch this, Makairos. Isn't even a joke, okay? Which means fortunate or happy. So instead of using the word blessed, you wouldn't be wrong in using the word happy. But if you do, you may be surprised to find out what Jesus says happy people do. Now let's look at a couple of those things. Happy are those who mourn. Happy are those who are persecuted. That makes no sense. But what we have to do is look at all of those attributes that Jesus is talking about and see what they all have in common in order to see a principle that Jesus is showing here. It's not just about the specific things that you can do or tick off every day and then you will be happy. There is a principle involved. And if you look at all of those things that Jesus mentioned, that principle is happiness is not momentary. Happiness is a decision you make today for tomorrow. An analogy is sowing and reaping. So if you want to be happy tomorrow, you need to do some things today. So in other words, you can't just listen to a song or spend time with someone or just buy something and then instantly be happy. You can't just drink or smoke something and instantly be happy. It'll give you an illusion of happiness. And if that is enough for you, then go for it. Yes, that is a joke. I want you to be truly happy and not just for knock-off happiness, which is just momentary feelings. Now, Jesus' list doesn't make any sense unless you look at everything together. See what they have in common, and those things are happiness is an outcome, not a feeling. It is a result. It's about doing something today in order to be happy tomorrow. Now, what are those things? They'll appear on this side. Now, if you look at Jesus' list, right? What do you have to do today in order to be happy? Not just today, but tomorrow. To one day mourn, you have to be in loving relationships right now. Check out the previous video to see how important that is. To be someone seen as hungering and thirsting for righteousness, you have to pick the difficult things, the right things today, and not just the easy way out. So that means I'm not just gonna numb my pain with alcohol or drugs or sex. I'm actually going to pick the right things today. I'm not just going to give in to peer pressure, but I'm going to choose today to do the hard things, to hunger after righteousness in order to be happy tomorrow. To one day be known as merciful, you have to forgive current grudges. Happiness is an outcome. It isn't a feeling that you can conjure up. In order to be happy, you have to look at your life like a farmer. You do things today in order to be happy tomorrow. Jesus punctuates this principle of happiness by giving an example of two builders, right? One does the easy thing today and then suffers for it tomorrow. But one does the hard things today. He builds well. He builds on a good foundation today, and he is happy tomorrow. So, are you willing to give up your illusion of happiness that comes by drinking and smoking and instant gratification for true happiness? that only comes by sowing today what you want to reap tomorrow. Happiness. Jesus' list will get you started.